No response is a response. Today, I'm discussing probably the most important topic I've touched on the channel, so I want you to stay here for this. Look, if someone doesn't respond to you when you reach out, that is a response. That is them telling you that you are not worth their time, okay? I've dealt with this so many times in my life, right? I'm someone who is always so happy to meet with people, right? People who I haven't seen in a while. I'm just happy to see people. I'm generally a happy person, so that's just always how I am and how I act with people. So I tend to be someone who reaches out to people and keeps reaching out even if I don't get a response. I've done that in the past. I don't do it anymore because I realize that, you know what? They just don't care. They just don't care, right? I'll tell you, just a recent example. I called someone, right? And I don't expect someone to pick up on the first ring, right? Or just pick up on that first call, right? They might be busy doing something, right? We're all busy, okay? But then I text them. I say, hey, give me a call when you get a chance. It would be great to catch up. If you don't get a response from that text, don't reach out again, okay? Don't reach out again. They don't have time for you, right? But they have time, but they don't want to dedicate it to you. You're not important enough to them. Understand? I want this to become very clear to you because it's become very clear to me. I don't play those games anymore. People will reach out to me after years of not talking or months or however long, and try to re-enter my life after I've reached out to them and they gave me no response. Fuck that. We're not doing that. We're not playing that game. Okay? You can't let anyone play with you. All right? You cannot do that. I know so many people who play this game where it's if someone texts you and then you don't respond for a day, they play that same game and then don't respond to you for 2 days to outdo you, right? Playing this stupid game because they expect you to respond really fast, but they won't respond to you fast, right? I've done this with people where people will reach out to me, I'll respond quickly, and then it'll take them 2 days to respond. And I'm like, you just opened the text thread. You just sent me that first text and I responded right away. How could it possibly be that you were on your phone for 10 seconds and then you didn't see my text for another 2 days? Right? People play this game. Don't let people play with you. Don't let people play with you ever. Let people in who respect you and your time, and you also need to respect other people's time, right? There's this whole concept of, being busy, right? I know so many people who say, oh, she, don't be so hard on her. She's just working really hard right now. She's stressed right now. Newsflash, you don't work harder than other people, okay? You don't. There is someone out there that works harder than you. I guarantee it. There's 100% guarantee about that. And actually, the amount of time you work is meaningless because it's all about productivity, not about duration of how long you work. If I can get the same amount of work done in an hour and it takes you a day, then you didn't work harder. You worked dumber. That's what happened, right? You threw hours at something that only needed, 30 minutes, right? So I know a lot of people who think they're too busy for me, right? And you might feel the same way. People they're too busy to make time for you, right? They're always busy. Interesting. I bet this is just a thought. Let's say that this person that you're reaching out to is very successful financially. I bet if they got a text from someone who was very influential and very important and could help them land that next business deal, I bet they would respond to that text very quickly, right? They saw that text, but they didn't see your text because to them, you aren't as important, right? Everyone's trying to suck value out of everyone around them, rather than just being happy and being around people and enjoying their presence. That's the society we live in. Everyone just wants to suck value out of everyone. They're like, what can I get from you? Right? It's greed. It's greed. That's all it is. Everyone just wants something. It's all about them. All about them. Whereas I think I work more than most people. I put in more effort, more hard work, dedication than most people into what I do. And I still make time for the important people in my life. In fact, I work around other people's schedules to make time to include people in my life. And look, I don't hang out with people during the week. I'm very regimented, but I will make time for people, okay? Because I care about them. And you need to remember that if you don't do this, you're never gonna have any kind of meaningful relationship with anyone, right? If it's all about you and it's all working around your time because you're so special and you work so much harder than everyone else, then you know what? You don't deserve to have great people in your life, right? You'll get the same kind of people that the same way you act, the people in your life will act, right? If you don't respond to people, they won't respond to you, right? It's just how the game is. And I'm sick and tired of dealing with that. I dealt with that my whole life, all this bullshit, right? You're so excited to message someone, to hear from them, right? And then you respond back, and then all of a sudden it's like poof, right? They did their little check-in. Hey, Blaze, how's it going? And then I'm like, oh my God, it's so good to hear from you. No response. What kind of shit is that? Like, are you relating to this or not? Because this is so real, man. Like, this is just happening so much. I'm talking to so many people who are relating to me. They're like, yeah, people are just so busy right now and stressed. I'm like, can you not handle your stress? Get a fucking hold on yourself, man. Calm your mind down. I know so many people who grind 5 or 6 days a week, and then on Sunday, they're so exhausted that they lay in bed and vape and watch Netflix all day. They smoke weed, vape, and watch Netflix all day and don't open their blinds every Sunday. That's their Sunday routine, rather than reaching out to people and working on having meaningful relationships in their lives. That's what they would rather do. They would rather kill themselves all week, not being able to handle their stress, right? Vape their lungs out, smoke weed, and get hammered on the weekends, and then on Sunday just die and live in a cocoon, right? Get a handle on yourself. Learn how to manage your stress. All right? I want to thank you for watching today's video. I was fired up because this shit's happened too much recently, and I've talked with other people that they're like, yeah, man, this shit's happening to me too. I'm like, man, people don't respect. People don't have respect anymore. Like, unbelievable. Like learn how to be respectful again. Respect the people in your lives. Respond to them on time. And if you don't, then don't expect them to. Right? Like people think they're so special. And they apologize over and over again for repeating the same error. No, 3 strikes and you're out. 3 strikes and you're out. That's how the game works. You can't make the same mistake over and over and over again and expect everything to be fine. You can't ignore people over and over again for years and expect them to be like, oh yeah, I'm ready to welcome you back into my life like nothing happened. What kind of bullshit is that? All right, I want you to think about this today. Start caring more about the people in your life. Make time for people, okay? You're not more busy than them. You're not more busy. If you care enough about them, you will make time. There are people that are more busy than you who are working harder than you. That's a fact. Stop having such a big ego, thinking that you're such a hard worker. You're not. Thank you for watching today's video. I had to be very blunt today. If you want to learn more about me, click the links in my description. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.